Adani Group's shares have lost nearly $27 billion in market value after an unprecedented bribery charge from US prosecutors. And that's wiped out about $15 billion from founder Gautam Adani's wealth. Bloomberg conglomerate's media and telecom reporter PR Sanjai joins us now. So Sanjay, Adani describing these claims as baseless. What else are they saying and what's the plan?
So from Adani perspective, they're telling that there's no truth at all on these allegations, and that they're claiming it's baseless. And they are saying that they are complying to all available rules, and they will be, they're complying to all the rules and regulations of not just in the US but also in India also. And they are also seeking legal recourse, and they are talking to their US officers and legal experts to sort out this issue. And they are also intensifying the efforts to reach out to their investors and other stakeholders to cool off and to send out the messages that there are enough cash flows to support their ongoing projects, and they are contesting these kind of allegations which they claim as baseless. That's from the part of Adani, but this is a great weapon, a critical weapon for opposition parties in the country. Yesterday, leader of opposition party Rahul Gandhi has demanded an immediate arrest of the Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani, and we are expecting that this will be intensifying, this will getting more legs today, with other parties which will be joining in this bandwagon, demanding for the arrest or making this huge issue, because Gautam Adani, the chairman of Adani Group, seems to be very close to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And most recently, this credit agencies, including Standard & Poor, has made outlook negative for Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited and Adani Electricity Limited, etc. So there could be more credit rating agencies coming and turning that outlook into negative. So this will force Adani Group to reach out to investors and stakeholders to explain their cash positions, etc. So it is a developing story. Things are moving very fast.
Yes, Sanjay, can you give us a bit more of a sense of how this story is being received in India by domestic Indian investors, by the Indian media? And you mentioned that political dimension as well. Is there potential for this to spill over into India-US relations?
Yeah, so it's a great question. So Indian media is actually celebrating, all, including the language press. Adani's story was hit on the front pages, and we could see that several, language press have carried the story in their editorial page as well, which will be having a far-reaching implication, because the Indian parliamentary session is around the corner. So there could be huge uproar in this parliament, the houses, what we are expecting, and they would be demanding an immediate arrest, because this is a great weapon for them, for opposition parties, since parliamentary session is going to be around the corner. So, during these elections also, the main weapon was like the connection of Adani's and Ambani's with the Indian Prime Minister. And but more far-reaching implication would be on the funding requirements and cash flow and further funding requirements of Adani, how that is going to be impacted with this kind of allegation, and how efficiently Adani could, tide over this crisis, and how they can raise funds. That's going to be, we will have to wait and watch.